Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Sarah Steffen, and today we're going to talk about a seasonally appropriate topic of sugar and what we need to do during this high sugar season to help us stay healthy and well. Happy Halloween. Halloween is what, tomorrow here in the United States? And if you have youngsters like me, your house is probably already flooded and inundated with an asinine amount of sugary treats. And I am not going to tell you to avoid all sugar. I don't think that's possible. I think we need to be realistic and realize that we're probably going to have some sugar in the next few months, right? But what I want you to know, and I'm going to keep this one thing at the top of our mind, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet today so that hopefully we remember this the next time we grab maybe the second or third or fourth piece of candy, especially if you're already battling some sort of sickness, is that sugar will decrease your immune response within 30 seconds of eating it. So let me repeat that. Sugar will decrease your immune response, your immune system, within 30 seconds of ingesting it. And it'll continue to impact it for a while. Why is that? Partly it's because that the sugar will compete with the vitamin C receptors in your body, and we know that vitamin C is a giant immune booster. So if we're competing with that same receptor site, that's where some of that decreased immune response comes from. So if you are battling a cold, we just had this conversation in my house because we've got some head cold stuff happening, kind of swirling around in our house. And I said to my husband, I was like, do you really want to eat that? Because that is not going to be really great for that immune response. And he wasn't anticipating, or he wasn't planning on eating it anyways. We were just kind of talking. But I was like, okay, that was a smart choice. That was good. We like that. So yeah, if you're already battling a cold or a cough or, whatever else might be happening out there, some other serious things like cancer, and anytime you're dealing with that stuff, you want to avoid sugar is a general rule of thumb so that you can keep that immune system high. Another thing to do, because we know that vitamin C is so good for immune response, is you could take and potentially even offset maybe some of the sugar you're eating with some high vitamin C, with supplementation of vitamin C. Vitamin C is really easy to take. I mean, you could get something as simple as like an emergency packet, which is the packet of, I'll link it down below, but you've probably seen them. They've been around for a really long time. They've got a whole slew of different vitamins and minerals in them, but it's really high in vitamin C. And they're pretty tasty. So do recommend those, or just get a vitamin C, a buffered vitamin C supplement from your healthcare provider. Not always a big fan, as you know, of getting supplements just out of Walgreens or Walmart. I like higher quality stuff than that. But that's where, if you don't have the opportunity to talk to someone in that nature, that's where something like an emergency product would come in, or could come in very handy. So there's also some candies, I think, during this holiday season that might be a little better than others. There's some really good brands out there that have decreased the amount of artificial food dyes, which I think is really, really smart, really important. I just had a sucker the other day that was kind of like a knockoff of a Tootsie Roll Pop, and it was really good. Yum Earth. Definitely recommend the Yum Earth brand. But I'm not going to tell you not to eat anything, because that's just not realistic. But let's be smart about our consumption. Let's enjoy these holidays with our kids and with our grandkids and our neighbors or whomever else is out there that we're enjoying Halloween with. But be smart about our sugar consumption. Be critical of our sugar consumption if we're already dealing with some sort of immune compromise. And yeah, make sure you're getting plenty of rest and lots of water, all the other stuff that'll keep that immune system high as well. So that's my little tidbit for today. Sugar, it'll decrease that immune response within 30 seconds. Keep that in mind. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your support. go out and have some fun trick-or-treating. And I'll be back at it Monday morning, every Monday and Thursday. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. I appreciate your support.